Hello, my name is Kate and welcome to Habits of a Modern Hippie. Spring has sprung and I am so excited about it. I think official spring is maybe, a week and a half away, but I cannot wait. It's been super warm here in Denver, even though it's supposed to snow on Friday. Boo. So I decided to start to dress up my apartment in everything spring, and on my door, I'll be showing you how to make this. So making this gorgeous spring wreath is super easy. You'll only need a few supplies and I'll show you those in a sec, but this whole thing only took me about 20 minutes and as you can see it is quite large and I adore it. So I have used live foliage here, which means it's not going to last as long. The eucalyptus will pretty much last indefinitely because that dries really well, but these flowers and things like that, after they die I'm going to have to slip them out. Be super easy and I'll show you how to do that. If you don't want to use, but if you don't want to use live foliage, you can always go to Michael and get some of their silk flowers and things like that. Can't go wrong. Either way, it'll be gorgeous and springy. So let's go ahead and get started. I used a large grapevine wreath, some floral wire, a pair of scissors, and lots of foliage. I have eucalyptus and wildflowers here. So I start out by trimming quite a few pieces of floral wire so I don't have to do it as I go along. But I use about 2 to 3 inches of wire. You want to make sure that they're long enough that they can go around your foliage and down into the grapevine wreath. Then we start placing your base. My base is eucalyptus because it will stay nice and fresh even as it dries and it smells wonderful. You want to figure out where to place each piece. Usually you can stick the woody end of the stem down into the grapevine and that doesn't need any extra support. But then when you get to the tops, you'll take a piece of that floral wire, wrap it around your stalk, my eucalyptus here, and stick it back into the wreath so everything stays in place. Just repeat that until you have enough of a base, whatever feels good to you. The best part about this wreath is that it is really rustic looking, so nothing has to be pretty perfect or anything of the sort. You can add as much or as little as you want. All you have to do, make sure it looks good and make sure that you like it. After your complete base is finished, we're going to go ahead and move on to the flowers. Now these, you want to make sure that you really stick into the foliage that is already on there, in my case the eucalyptus, and down into the grapevine. The reason I say this is so that you can use less floral wire. Because as I mentioned earlier, I am using live plants to do this. They are going to die. The eucalyptus probably not so much, but those wildflowers, the leaves and things like that, those are going to shrivel up, turn a little brown, and it won't look so nice anymore. So the reason why I don't want to use a lot of that wire is because I want to easily be able to pull them back out of the wreath and either just leave that eucalyptus, or you can add in more flowers whenever you get some pretty new things or pick them in your garden, things like that. You could just stick them right in. So it's really versatile. It can last you all the way through summer and into fall if you want to pop some berries in there. Just love this base. So keep decorating as you see fit until everything looks good to you. If you have any extra pieces of grapevine that you don't like, you can always use your scissors and chop those off. Just whatever looks nice. One thing to make sure of though is make sure that you look at the grapevine picking it up off the floor. I am working on the floor because it's easier, but you want to make sure that you like how it looks when it's hanging up because it's probably not going to be on the floor the entire time you're using it. Unless, of course, you're going to pop some fabric underneath there, put some candles on top. That would be quite gorgeous as well. And I am all finished here, making sure everything is secure. Maybe if you need to, add a couple more pieces of that floral wire, and then you are good to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I make human/wellness videos every Wednesday, and on Sundays, these little girls come out to play. And I would love to know, what are you doing to decorate your house or apartment for spring? Let me know in the comments below, and if you do decide to recreate this gorgeous wreath with any foliage of your own, make sure to tag me on Instagram at modhippiehabits. Link in the description below, and we will see you again soon. Bye. So as you can see, it is gorgeously bright green, perfect for St. Patrick's Day. Only takes a couple minutes to make. I sprinkled some chia seeds and a little extra mint leaf on top for a little garnish, and my cute green straw. Hi, me.